At a time of crisis, they are the officers of the law who respond. I'm talking about crisis negotiators. You probably know them as hostage negotiators, but they're no longer called that because their job is to help anyone who is going through extreme difficulties or troubles in their life. I've always been fascinated by their job, so I decided to profile the men and women who do it right here on the First Coast. It takes a special man or woman to do this job, a person with a unique set of skills and training. I'm not talking about a detective or a member of the SWAT team. Now, don't get me wrong, their jobs are just as important, but the position I'm talking about requires a lot of patience.
No matter what the situation is, if someone's in crisis, we're going to be there and we're going to try to help them through it.
Lieutenant Nathan Vore and Sergeant Steve Coyne are with the Clay County Sheriff's Office. Combined, they have about 20 years experience as crisis negotiators.
When you're doing this particular job, you have to take a step back and you have to look at things in a different light and from a different perspective and almost take your law enforcement hat off and approach it as a person.
Cool, calm, and collected. These two negotiators say listening is a big part of what they do.
If you listen long enough and you talk through the situation with them, you'll get the clues you need to work it out.
You're trying to understand what it is that they're going through. And if you're not getting that, there's little chance in building rapport or finding solutions or finding a way out for these people.
In order to become a crisis negotiator, most officers are required to go through a 40-hour training course.
More and more about an eventual surrender. Now he's just worried about it.
Back in November, I attended a continuing education class for experienced negotiators.
We still are waiting to find some more information about this other guy that may be an accomplice.
These officers competed in a mock hostage standoff where they tried to get a suspected terrorist to surrender. It's a team effort, not just one person. You can see one negotiator on the phone, others gathering information about the suspect and writing down everything they know.
This kind of training gives officers not only the skills, but the confidence to apply those skills in a crisis situation.
Deborah McMahon is with Crisis Systems Management out of Missouri. She leads this training. McMahon recently invited me to take part in the training as a role player. What do you want now? I was given a script and pretended to be a man who was distraught and wanted to see his girlfriend. I'm just trying to talk to my woman. He was holding his girlfriend's mom hostage. I need you to go find my girlfriend, Lori. The negotiators spent hours with me on the phone trying to get me to surrender. I felt exhausted by the end and had a new respect for what these crisis negotiators deal with.
And it takes someone who's been through that ring of fire, so to speak, to sometimes empathize with these people.
Patience, compassion, and building common ground, but most of all, taking time to listen.
We know they're just people. We're just people. We want to do the right thing. We want them to do the right thing. We'd like to help them.
But talk about pressure. I mean,
Yeah.
one wrong move or they say the wrong thing,
Exactly.
somebody could wind up dead.
That's so true, Jeannie. I know one thing that I learned from them, they have to be so careful. That's why he mentioned listening is the most important thing, because one wrong decision and that could be it. But they spend hours on the phone sometimes with these people to find a peaceful resolution.
And the training can go 8 hours, just the training.
Yeah, right there. When you saw me on the phone, I was there for at least 6 hours.
Yeah. Well, that was very interesting.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. Good thing that they're doing that work out there.